Hello everybody, welcome to the Gamingbungo Cooking Simulator Let's Play. We're going to be playing on career mode today. Maybe later I'll check out the cakes and cookies and pizza, but for now we're on career. I'm going to be doing classic kitchen with no tutorial. This is the first time I've played the game, so I think I could do it because I am a pretty good cook in real life, I would say myself. Alright everybody, after a 2-minute long loading screen, we're into the game. Now let's see, what kind of ingredients do we got here? So I think we're all prepared. Wait, let me look around. Make sure I know where the pans are. Here's a pan. Got a timer there, that'll be useful. So let's get started, guys. Alright, our first order, tomato soup. So we're gonna start with 700 milliliters of chicken broth. Maybe in the fridge. Here it is. Alright, so let's find, oh, I didn't find a pot. Oh, here we go. We'll put the pot down right here. Start the burner, and let's fill it up with our chicken broth. Oh, a little bit over, but it'll be okay. Tomatoes. We'll need 960 grams. Alright. Now that we have our tomatoes inside, I don't think they want us to chop the onions. We're gonna need some cayenne pepper, which I saw here. Only 6 grams. We're gonna need some salt. 12 grams of salt. Alright, let's get our pepper. Alright, so it looks like we're done with that. Now we're going to boil for 60 seconds and blend. So I believe it has boiled for long. Oh, it might be burning actually. I'll move that here. Make sure to turn off the burner when you're done with it. And now let's get the blender out and blend it all up. Now let's get some sour cream out. Let's pour that in. 150 milliliters. There we go. Perfect. And now we will just need to serve it in a bowl. Deep plate, I believe. Let's pour in there. Don't want to spill all our hard work here. Oh, a little bit much. Let's serve this up. They will probably be happy to have more soup. Oh no, I don't need a picture of it. Yeah, I'll serve it up. Alright, so it's our first dish, got 5 stars on it. Alright, our next order is a salmon steak with boiled potatoes. We're going to want to start with a salmon, and we'll want to put the pan on. We're going to need some oil, and we're going to need to season the salmon. Let's go put it on the cup. Where's the salt? Right. Oh, I made a little bit of a mess on the floor, but don't worry about that. Now on the pan, we're going to want our oil. Just 10 milliliters. And we'll let that heat up. Carry the salmon over here. Let's get our spatula and transfer the salmon to the pan. That works. Why is the salmon? Now we'll start the potatoes up. Oh, I should be timing this. 60 seconds. I would say another 30. Now let's get our pot. Let's pour out the old tomatoes. 1 liter of water. Where can I fill it up? Uh-oh. I don't want to flip that. Alright. Let's set this for another 50 seconds and leave it. Do we have enough water? Let's see how much. 1 liter. Let's dump out a little bit of it. Oh god. Okay, now we're good, We'll take our salmon. For now, I'll just leave it on the cutting board. We will transfer the salmon onto the plate, like so. We're going to add our salt, 20 grams of salt. And we'll need some potatoes, 2 potatoes. And we'll boil that for 2 minutes. In the meantime, I'll clean up my kitchen here. Time is running a little bit low on this order, but we'll be able to make it in time, I think. Don't worry about that. It appears we had a little bit of a mishap with the salmon. But our timer's done. We've only got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's get the potatoes out. Alright, perfect. The perfect meal. Let's go serve it.
It's not even pink, it's raw!
Ooh, that was close. Overall, a 4. The taste wasn't great. Oh, a little bit too much salt. Alright. Another tomato soup here. I think for this recipe, I will take a little bit of my own approach to it. Cooking is a creative art. Let's get the chicken broth out. And what we're going to do is just throw some of that in the food processor. Looks like we're out of chicken broth. So 260 milliliters we'll have to do. Now let's start adding our tomatoes. A lemon will do. Alright, I think that's about right. So let's put it on. And I think we'll maybe go for a little bit of thyme on top here. It appears I won't be able to use, or maybe that'll work for now. Alright, so now we're going to want to start the blender up. Looks like everything's working as intended here. And we'll transfer from the food processor. Perfect. I think that blending the thyme in there with it definitely helped, and I think I'd say this is about right. So we only got a 2 for that one. They weren't happy with our sour cream and salt content. Is that Gordon Ramsay? Choose perk. What is this? I think we're going to want steady hands. That seems really good. We haven't had to cut anything yet, but I assume it will come soon. Alright, we're at day 2. What are we starting with? The salmon again. I'm a little bit tired of making this one, so I think I'll take another bit of a creative approach to this. So here's our salmon. Actually, let's go ahead and put that back in. Now I know trout is cheaper than salmon, and honestly, does anyone know the difference? So we're just gonna go ahead and use that instead. Just cut it up, cut off the tail. Nobody wants to eat that. Let's go ahead and cut that off. As well as I believe you're supposed to cut off the head, maybe around here. So let's go ahead and start chopping. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to cut this up. But I'd say about like that. Now let's go lengthwise. Maybe dice it into little cubes. Let's see how it looks. I can see it's not quite chopped enough lengthwise. Alright, so it seems I'm unable to cut this by length, so let's just go ahead and use what we have here. Get the tail and throw that away, as well as the head is gone. So let's go and get a plate. But it's okay, the food will be incredible when it is done. Let's go ahead and transfer all of this to the plate now. Alright, something like that. Oh, there's the head. I'm glad that fell off, or else I wouldn't have noticed. I would have made a bad meal. Nobody would like my meal. Alright, now let's go ahead and put it in the microwave. Close that up. And I would say a bit of a generous time of maybe, I'd say a minute 40 or so. Now for the potatoes. Believe we could just reuse the old potato juices from yesterday. Oh, I left the burner on 2. And we'll set a timer here for, I think they're supposed to go for 60 seconds. Now, looks like the trout's doing pretty good. We'll give it another minute to cook. Now, unfortunately, I was not trained to clean counters. I'm unable to do that. So, looks like our trout's doing good. Just in time for me. Let's go ahead and get our spatula and try to scoop out the remains. Alright. So it looks like we've gotten that done. Let's go ahead and bring our trout over here. I mean our salmon. Nobody knows the difference. And we will get our potatoes out. Alright. And looks like that is another successful meal completed. But we got a little bit of extra time, so let's go ahead and salt the whole thing. Alright, a little bit of salt never hurt anybody. Now let's go ahead and serve this. There you go. Alright, so it looks like we got a 5 stars. Ooh, next up we got baked trout. Alright, now I'm feeling a little bit bad for our last dish. Let's go ahead and use salmon. So let's go find out where the ovens are. Here we are. Where's our baking tray? I think a large plate would work just as well. Let's go ahead and put our salmon on it. Now I think they wanted dill and our thyme. Let's go ahead and put that in the oven. Oh, I think I found out how to clean things. There's a bit of a mess here. Alright, so it looks like our salmon is done here. Let's go ahead and take it out of the oven. The plate doesn't seem to be very hot somehow. Alright, so the lemon now, I'm going to want to cut it into quarters. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to clean this after I cut the trout. Here's the trout knife, and let's cut the lemon into quarters. Alright, so our lemon, this is how quarters work, and we've cut our lemon into them. Now let's put it onto the plate. Parsley leaves, I think that's here. 6 grams. Alright, I think we're done. Let's go ahead and serve it.
Just touch that.
Yeah, it's cold.
Touch it.
Actually, first I'm going to take a picture of my meal. Alright, let's go ahead and take a photo of my creation. So it looks like we got another 5 stars on this. Tomato soup. Now I'm just getting really tired of making this one, so I'm just kind of done. Not really feeling it anymore, so we'll just go ahead and... Alright, cut up our tomato. Let's go ahead and serve that. And I would say this is looking just as good as, if not better, than the soup that they wanted me to make. I'm not ready to serve it just yet. Oh! Alright, so it looks like we've had a little bit of a problem with the dish here. Maybe I can clean up the scraps. Alright, we've managed to recover it, so don't worry about that. Again, no, oh, gonna have to go ahead and do this. Oh, wait, oops, my bad. No, I just want to pick it up. For fuck's sake! Fuck you! Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and clean up the tomatoes. Why aren't they picking up onto the plate? Alright, 3, that's what you get. Now let's season it. That's an egg timer. The salt, fucking take your salt. Pepper. Fucking piece of shit. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up our tomatoes, which I had a little bit of an instant with. Just add a little bit of pepper. Maybe just, here's salt. Just 5 grams across all of it. We'll do the same for the pepper. Of course, cannot forget the sour cream. Let's go ahead and put some of this on. And I'd say that's about done. It's ready to be served. Why didn't they like it? They said the flavors were perfect! What do you mean the taste is bad? The flavors were perfect! How could you do that? Alright guys, that'll do it for this episode of Cooking Simulator. Next episode I think I'll be looking at the cakes or the pizzas, I'm not sure. But I think I've proven my worth as a chef in the kitchen, and I'd love for Gordon Ramsay to hire me now. Thanks for watching, everybody.